Welcome to this edition of the Ultimate Combat Experience. We've kind of left our usual confines. We're down in the southern part of the state of Utah in St. George. We're actually in Mesquite, Nevada right now. This is where we held the weigh-ins here at the Oasis Casino in Mesquite. They've always taken such great care of us. I know you've been making some money over on the crap tables.
Hey, let's get this over with, Mike, because the crap table is calling me right now as we speak.
And get you back into that pool as well. But hey, we got some great fights lined up for you. And I'm telling you, when I say great fights, we've got some guys coming up from Las Vegas, got some guys coming down from Denver, Colorado, Montrose, Colorado, Salt Lake City, and then down in the southern part of the state here as well. Guys coming from all over the places. Get right here and slug each other in the face. But your main event, let's talk about that one just a little bit.
Sugar Britches, Meatloaf, Sugarloaf, he's coming back, Mikey. He's main eventing again. You know how he likes to be main event. He's going to put on a show tonight. He guarantees it.
Well, he's going up against a very tough customer in Bill the Butcher Brewer. Say that 3 times fast. But Bill Brewer has been making some waves himself, trying to make his way into the next level. And he says, you know what, I'm going to beat up Sugarloaf, and then I'm going on to the big house.
We'll see. We'll see. It's easier said than done, man. Sugarloaf's he's a warrior.
We got a lot of great fights. Before we get to that, it's the Ultimate Combat Experience coming right at you.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Ultimate Combat Experience starts now. Starts now.
Warriors of the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight. I say we warriors of the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight. I say we warriors of the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight. I say we warriors of the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight.
In your lightweight division, got a couple pretty tough-looking guys. Beau Healey, however, training with the Fusion MMA crew. He actually travels almost 100 miles every time he wants to come train with the Fusion guys. He lives in Overton, Nevada, coming all the way up from there to fight up to train in St. George. Who's he fighting?
He's fighting a young kid in Scotty Casey, Mike. And let me tell you something about Scotty. Scotty is ready. He stays ready. His inactivity in the cage is due to his age. And when he gets a chance to fight, he's showing up.
Well, he came all the way down to St. George to be in this one right here. Lightweight, no holds barred. Check it out.
Just fighting and being myself, a rowdy cat.
They call me a short fuse because when I get hit, it makes me mad. I hate losing. That's why I haven't lost yet.
I've been wanting to fight since I was a little kid. Every type of martial arts I've wanted a piece of. I haven't been training for too long. I've been training real hard, and I'm here to win. Here to exchange some punches and see what he's got.
No, just gonna go out there, take whatever he throws at me. We're gonna try, and I'm expecting a good fight. He looks like a tough kid.
Going in there and go with instinct and listen to the coach and do the damn thing.
We're just gonna go start brawling, see what happens, and just hopefully I come out with the win.
I have a feeling I'm gonna win first round, stopped by blood.
Oh, baby, we got some interesting strategies there, Salvador.
Stop by blood, Beau said, Mikey. And I tell you what, he sounds like Dirty Harry on his interview there with that scratchy voice he's got. I like it.
Just might do. Old Beau Healey, 5150 now. We've said a lot about Team Fusion, and while Beau hasn't been with them for very long, he certainly, they say, pays his dues when he's in practice. This guy really works hard.
Speaking of paying dues, Scotty Casey is not no stranger to that with the team he trains with, Mike. You know Scotty Casey, they call him Short Fuse, training with the Combat Cartel, baby.
You know what I got to say? Scotty's made his way down from, you see right there, it says 170. He's now down in the 55-pound weight class. Originally started out as a middleweight and has made his way down. And it wasn't from just dieting. He's done it the right way. He's training harder and harder and harder. His body's just changing, and it looks like he doesn't have a whole lot of extra body fat on him right now.
Yeah, he's definitely looking good for this one, Mike. And it's good you say that. I mean, a lot of these fighters come in, they lose weight the wrong way, and the fatigue shows as soon as they step into the cage.
And you look how calm and composed Scotty looks coming into the cage. I remember the first time he fought, man, his eyes were as big as could be, nervous as heck, but he doesn't look nervous anymore, and that was a beautiful leg kick to start the fight off. Nice takedown. Now they find themselves back up on their feet.
And then back on the ground.
Back on the ground. Scotty's on the bottom this time. Beau Healey doing a little bit of reverse of fortunes there. And now he's got Scotty in maybe a little bit of a bad spot. Maybe Scotty's being a little too complacent.
Yeah, this looks like a well-rounded match, if you ask me. Or is that the people's ref right there? Is that the Rock's little brother ref in the fight, Mike? Where did you get him?
Just very well could be, man. This guy was outside with a cardboard box trying to hustle up some food. We said, come on in. Some big knees right there from Beau Healey. And I'd say that very jokingly. That guy's got guns on him. That referee,
yeah.
He's actually a good-looking guy. And
I was going to say.
Somebody we might not want to be teasing.
Yeah, yes. Some guy got a little bit of weight on you there, Mikey.
Yeah, I could outrun him. If he was chasing me, trust me, I'd be fast.
Here's Scotty. He is nice and composed. I see Scotty, the more and more he gets. Oh, my gosh, that was a nice left hook.
You know what I liked about that? He called him short fuse, but that shot to the face didn't do anything but make Scotty mad. And Scotty returned right away. He threw some punches coming back, and now, man, nice slam, nice takedown.
Yes, beautiful takedown by Scotty. He is looking better and better every fight that I see him in, Mike.
You know, I think you made a great observation. This is a good matchup between these two, both physically and just their style and their looks like their abilities as well. Both these guys look pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, so not to sound like a broken record, but guys like Scotty, you know, the guys who are underage and can't get into the bars and stuff like that, you look at the way he's fighting now, and then it kind of makes you wonder just how good would he be if he wasn't so inactive, not by his fault, but, you know, if he could fight every week like these 21-year-olds.
You know, that's the one thing that I think a lot of people take for granted in Utah, though. We can fight each and every week. Most places you can't do that. They're not a fight show each and every week. So he's kind of on par with everybody else in the country unless you're going to travel quite a bit. But you're right. He's at a distinct disadvantage to these guys that are locally because he can't fight all the time. Look at that right there. The experience is starting to show through.
Oh, yes. Beautiful, beautiful groundwork by Scotty. Taking no shorts, got the hooks in.
Oh, man.
Now he's getting the pounding, and the Rock's like, hey, not in the back of the head, not in the back of the head.
Good stuff here. Scotty wanting to finish this thing now. He doesn't want to come back out for a second round. And I like that, too. He's got position. Let's finish this thing and now let this kid that's kind of dangerous get back up on his feet with me.
Yes, because it is any man's fight in the cage. We all know that one punch could end it all. I don't care who you are, Mike.
Well, are we going to see a second round? It looks more and more likely that we will. Scotty's trying to finish it, but I think he just might run out of time. There you go.
A couple more seconds. I think the ref would have been in there to stop that.
Yeah, he was looking at it pretty close, you know, but he did just enough. He was covering up, protecting himself. Scotty had to win the round, though, wouldn't you agree?
Most definitely, most definitely.
All right, well, we're going to find out round two when we come back. Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience. If you're just joining us, you missed a pretty good round. First round between Beau Healey and short fuse Scotty Casey. Scotty Casey on both our very unofficial scorecards, winning round number one, but a great, very evenly matched fight, wouldn't you say?
Very evenly matched, Mike. It's going to be interesting to see what goes on from here. This just in, some information just brought to my attention. The people's referee, the Rock lookalike you see right here calling the action, is known as the legendary guy named Big Max. Mike, we do not want to piss Big Max off.
Big Max, first of all, so gracious enough to step in here and do this thing, and he's bigger than both of us, so yes. Big Max got the word going down right now. So Scotty Casey able to step over and get full mount position, and you know, we were talking a little bit about how close the first round was, but really looks like Scotty made some good adjustments coming out here for the second.
Look at the ruggedness out of Scotty Casey right now. The hand to the face, the elbow to the throat. It's little things like that, Mike, that really impress me about certain fighters.
Yeah. Landed a couple shots to the back of the head of Beau Healey there. You can see that Ace in the corner of Beau didn't like that. Let him know about it, and looks like Scotty made the proper adjustment. Now he's got triangle on there.
Yes, he's feeling frisky. He got to get on top. He had mountain. He's going to roll right on over into a triangle. That takes some confidence right there.
Oh, then rolling right back. And he's working it very nicely. Scotty Casey doing a great job of transitioning here.
Real great job, Mike. You know, it just amazes me because I see Scotty in the gym. I see him all the time in the gym working, and then to see him in action, he's even better in action than he trains. It's just
I really
amazing.
know what's going on there. A little 69 action.
69
action.
all the time.
Right there. And Big Max didn't want to see any more of that.
Big Max is like, let's keep it clean. Come on, there's kids watching this.
Show here. Oh, nice combination by Beau Healey there.
And the action.
Yeah, you kind of get the sense that Beau Healey doesn't have that killer instinct. You know, you saw him land a nice combination, then didn't go in afterward. Kind of let Scotty Casey get back composed, and now just find himself on his back is Beau Healey.
Back on the ground again. He should have capitalized on those punches, because I tell you what, he's going to be at the time where he's at the end of the match, and he's going to say, damn, I wish I should have done this, I should have done that.
You know, especially your first fight, you can definitely go back and analyze the tape and say, you know, look at missed opportunities or whatever, and I hope that Beau Healey's not too tough on himself after watching this. He's done a great job. This is his first fight here and really shown very nicely, and it's a testament to his trainer, Ace, who's all of their guys, very, very clean-looking fighters.
I'd say it's a testament indeed, man, because Scotty is just not letting up at all. He is not giving him an inch. He's up, he's back on him again, and he's just keeping the pressure on Beau Healey.
Well, keeping the pressure on. Now he's just kind of chilling out for a minute, taking a breather. Yeah, you know, and I like letting guys do that in your position like that. Let them squeeze all they want. It's going to wear their arms out. You see right there, Beau Healey, he's running a little, his tank's on low right here.
Both these guys. Oh, and they just he keeps on coming, though. I give him that much.
Nice work there. And we're going to see round number 3. Looks like, Sal, there's a good action between both these guys. And you know what? I'm going to give round number 2 to Mr. Healey.
Ooh, it could have went either way in my eyes. Could have went either way. The action was so great, it felt like that round was gone in 30 seconds. I love rounds like that.
Interesting situation you're in here, because as a fighter, you have no idea what the judges are thinking. You know, I mean, you could be up 2 rounds to nothing, or you could be splitting around. You know, you could be down 2 rounds. So now you got to come out here and realize it's round number 3. I better do something to win this fight. And then that just might do it.
That's gonna win the fight. It's punches like those.
He's got him hurt.
Or knees like those. Oh my God, it's back and forth here in the 3rd round.
Scott Casey come out here looking to end this thing with a big shot. He landed a big right hand. Can he finish this thing, though? Oh.
What was that?
He got a mouthpiece. Hey, don't question Big Max.
Big Max is a gentleman.
Because Big Max is twice as big as Big Mac.
Oh,
man!
My goodness, that was a leg kick.
What a beautiful leg kick right there.
And he is all over him, Mike.
Beau Healey.
He is all over him like a bum on a bologna sandwich, Mike. He's not letting up at all.
He's not. And Beau Healey's hurt. He's got to be hurt. And that figure 4 on the body's not going to let him get any
that
win
is
back.
not comfortable.
Yeah, good work here in the early round for the 3rd round here for Scott Casey.
He's trying to turn it around, Mike, but when you're in this kind of trouble, man, I'm telling you what, it's easier said than done.
Look at Scott just finding little targets to hit, and he's hitting every opportunity he gets, and that's got to be uncomfortable for Beau Healey.
Oh, yes. I tell you what, Scotty keeps him guessing. That way there ain't no questions.
Right, well, Beau Healey showing a lot of heart right here, but I think, you know, you find yourself in that bad position, and, boy, it's just hard to get out from there. He's trying. It's not from lack of effort, but he's in there, and now Scotty's starting to sink that rear naked choke in.
This could be it. This could be it. The position is right.
Yeah, that's definitely it. You saw Beau Healey thinking about that tap for a minute. He just realized, you know, I'm in there and I'm not getting out. Scotty Casey, big win, very impressive win against a pretty game opponent in Beau Healey.
Very good opponent in Beau Healey. Hey, you know what, in Scotty Casey, he's a tough guy. I don't care what anyone says about him.
No, he's a gentleman, too. Look at him over there. He's helping his opponent up, and he's been here before. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he understands and realizes that his opponent deserves all the respect in the world. Who is that? Who is that?
Ooh, I don't know who that is.
But you want to know, don't you?
I hope that ain't Scotty's mom.
All right, Scotty Short Fuse Casey making his mom proud tonight. Great job.
Me and Scotty, you're going to hang out, brother.
Great Clips is home of the $10 haircut. Also pick up $10 UCE tickets only at participating locations.
First of all, look at this kid. He's a specimen, man. This is your first fight, your first foray into the cage. Didn't go your way. What are you feeling right now?
I feel a little disappointed, but I gave it everything I got.
No, you did.
I've been training for 5 months. This guy's been doing quite a lot. And I look up, man, he did good. And I'm ready to come back. When there's a draw, I keep coming back. You keep seeing more of me. I can guarantee that.
Very, very nice. You know, hey, man, that makes me feel good that you're not going to get down over this thing. Hopefully you take something from it, you learn from it, you come back and do it again.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Great job tonight, and congratulations on getting here and doing it, man.
Celerity Investments. If you have a vision, we can assist. Go to investwithcelerity.com to find out how.
I was scared for you when I saw that kid, man. He's a good-looking kid. Talk to me. Tell me a little bit about the fight. What happened out there?
I came out. He's a fighter kind of like me. You know, he does the same style, so I knew it was going to be a good fight. I could tell by looking at him, you know. He came out strong, didn't want to touch gloves, so right there that kind of pissed me off, and I'm short fused, you know, so if you want to touch gloves and show respect, I get kind of mad.
Well, you know, I don't think it was a matter of disrespect. I think there have been some guys that have been abusing that touching glove things lately and taking some cheap shots, and so I don't blame a guy for that. He was respectful about it. It wasn't a matter of not wanting to touch your gloves because he didn't like you. But whatever works, man. It got you mad, got you a big win. How do you feel?
I feel good. That was probably my toughest fight yet. You know, I'm really tired. I was tired after the first round. You know, he's really good, so I give him props. You know, he's definitely a good fighter and should keep going for sure.
All right, Scotty, great job tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Scotty Casey getting a big win tonight, and how impressive was he?
Hey, he looked good, Mike. Like I said, man, he was just waiting to come out of that little shell of his, and now we got a whole new Scotty Casey for you fighters out there to watch out for.
Oh, my goodness. Scotty Casey's on a tear. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Stick around. In your featherweight division, we've got a local celebrity coming out here, the Kevin Haffen, going up against the guy from Montrose, Colorado that they're really big on up there, Erik Alegria. What do you know about the Kevin Haffen?
The Kevin Haffen, Mike, if my facts are correct, if this kid is as tough as he is vain, this fight should be over in 10 seconds.
Well, he's got a lot to be vain about, Sal. He's a beautiful man. Featherweight holds bar, check it out.
To be such a beautiful man, it's great, man. Look at what I get.
I'm from Colorado, and I came here to fight. I'm not good at talking. I'm good at standing up and throwing this leather.
What makes me the Kevin Haffen? This right here makes me the Kevin Haffen. All right, right here.
Well, I've been trying to cut weight for a month to make 135s. 145 came yesterday, and I took the fight anyways. So obviously he's a bigger guy. I figured he'd take me down and use the weight to his advantage, but I'd love to bang with him for sure.
Same thing that happened last time is going to happen tomorrow. Ground and pound, first or second round.
I don't know. I got a good chin.
Okay, well, are you going to chin him to death or are you going to punch him in his?
You can do what I do, man.
How am I going to do it? Hopefully we stand for a while. I love a war, so if he's ready for a war, I'm ready for a war. I'd love to stand as long as he'll let me. And then we'll do a little ground and pound too, I'm sure.
Excited about this one for no other reason than Erik Alegria, very confident fighter, and they're very confident in him. But we mentioned a moment ago, there is nobody more confident than the Kevin Haffen.
The Kevin Haffen looks like Johnny Cage off Mortal Kombat.
Oh man, I tell you what, 5'9", 145 is the Kevin Haffen. But man, that's 145 pounds of just sheer good looks.
Erik Alegria, nicknamed Twinkle Toes, looks a little too angry to be nicknamed Twinkle Toes.
You sounded way too Caucasian when you said that, Salvador. For a brown man, you butchered that last name. 5'7", 145. Twinkle Toes, you better be tough if you're named Twinkle Toes, right?
Hey, I'm tired of getting called last at the DMV, man. I want to get in the front of the line, just like everyone else.
You start mispronouncing all those names now? Okay, all right. Well, you know, Erik mentioned in his pre-fight that he's giving up a little weight here, and you can see that the Kevin Haffen looks like a little bigger than him, but he got caught with a shot right there.
Twinkle Toes has got some twinkle in his hands, baby. That's 2 rights in a row, but it just pissed Johnny Cage off a little bit. Didn't really quite do nothing to him.
Johnny Cage is a strong kid. Johnny Cage is used to giving up weight when he fights, but now he's got a little bit of weight on his opponent, and now how do you translate that into victories like you have otherwise? Huh. Very well put, Sal. Very insightful to the fans at home. Nice sweep right there by the Kevin Haffen.
The Kevin Haffen with 2 E's.
Very, very nice, and a capital TH as well.
And he's looking to capitalize on this ground right here as he's got side control, looking to
Doing a good job of letting Erik Alegria just kind of try to buck himself out of energy. But right there, finally, Alegria gets out from underneath. But look at that big combination.
Runs into a 3-punch combination. Twinkle toes and another right. Twinkle toes has got him a right, Mike.
Man, he's landed a few times, and at some point, the Kevin Haffen had to pick his hands up and put them in front of his face. I know what that does is it obstructs the camera's view, but it still blocks your opponent's punches as well.
And I'll bet that just pisses him off. Number one, that he can't wear his shades into the cage, and number two, that the camera ain't getting the full
At some point, you're going to have to make a decision. Camera view or protect my face, brother.
Protect them pearlies, Johnny Cage. I tell you what, they're going to be coming out with a new Mortal Kombat. Oh, that's a nice crossface right there. I've been seeing a lot of technical work out of all these fighters tonight,
I'll
Mike.
tell you, the level of competition here in St. George has been nothing short of outstanding. And Kevin Haffen, a very, very good wrestler, very accomplished high school wrestler. And you can see it in his fight game. He does a really good job when it's on the ground and transition from being on their feet to the ground. Like right there, he got taken down, but he got taken down right into...
Right away, he pulls guard.
A guillotine choke.
Oh, yes, these fights have been spectacular, to say the least, all night. We got celebrities in the house. There's good jits going on.
Celebrities in the house?
Celebrities. We got Johnny Cage, The Rock. The list goes on. I think I've seen Joey Buttafuoco sit in front row eating fish.
Actually, that was you. All right, a little bit of slowing the action here, but a chess match nonetheless. Both these guys looking to improve position. The Kevin Haffen looking to stuff an arm and look for a triangle or something like that, and maybe looking to work into a rubber guard. But Alegria doing a pretty good job of maintaining his position here.
Yes, he is, and he's looking for better position, but it looks a little easier said than done on a guy like V.
I don't know that I recommend that step over. He just kind of gave up that sweep right there.
And now Kevin Haffen to capitalize on this again. It looks like we're going to see round two, though, Mike.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see round two, and I'm excited for it. This has been pretty good back-and-forth action. Both these guys look very, very good on their feet. Both these guys look very adept on the ground, and it's been pretty good stuff back and forth. I'm not going to go out on a limb and say I'm going to pick who I think won that first round, quite frankly.
Well,
it could have gone either way.
Well, she won.
We're the winners when those girls that are at the show, right? I believe those lovely young ladies are here to cheer for the Kevin Haffen.
How do you know it's for Kevin Haffen? How do you know it's not for Twinkle Toes? Twinkle Toes ain't a bad-looking guy.
I saw the drool on their chins. They were looking at Kevin Haffen.
I think that was the drool on your chin, Mike.
The kind of funny thing is Erik Alegria weighed in the buff last night, and the girls were craning their necks to see what was going on.
Oh, that's right. He is the guy who did that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
A lot of action before the action here in this one.
Oh, that's what you got to love about the Ultimate Combat experience, Mike. Outside the cage activities just as well as inside the cage activities.
He weighed in the buff in the middle of the Oasis Casino. Did I point that part out?
Oh, man. I tell you what, that's what...
Oh, man, you know what? This fight just might be over. That was a really solid combination.
And Twinkle Toes is in trouble, Mike. He's staying alive, though. He's struggling to stay alive. He's like, I am not letting go.
Good stuff right here. Look at the Kevin Haffen hammering those hammer fists away to the body. What a resilient kid this Alegria kid is, though, man. He's able to come back from that 3-4 punch combination and gets a reversal out of it.
And the takedown.
Very nice stuff, man. This is good stuff.
This is good action.
Yeah.
Good action out of these two guys. Alegria just looked like he's taking a little nap, maybe a little rest. He could be a little bit stunned from that punch combination. Maybe he's just trying to come back too right now.
I think he's doing a great job of controlling hips right there. You can let your opponent burn up all his energy by standing up, just dumping back down again. Doing a great job of controlling hips and letting the Kevin Haffen burn up a little energy from underneath.
Ah, okay, yeah, because Kevin Haffen does look like he's struggling to stay on his feet. And that very well way could be Kevin Haffen using up all his energy while
Erik Alegria just kind of camping out.
Yeah.
And that's a great strategy when you got a kid that's a little bit bigger than you. I really like what I've seen from both these guys. But, man, when you got that guy's a little bit bigger than you, that's when it can pay off right there. That was just sheer strength right there.
Yes, and this guy's got a little bit of size on him. That's just right.
Yeah, it was well-timed as well, though. I mean, that was nice work there. And boy, it's a bad spot to be in with a whole minute left in the round, and you're just pressed up against the cage right there. The Kevin Haffen imposing his will right now. I think it was a great stoppage by Big Max right there. Kevin Haffen just got on a roll, and it was hard to stop.
Yeah, there's no stopping it. When you're against the cage and you're just right there, I mean.
That was a fun one, man. Sal, that was a fun one. The fans got their money's worth. They got what they came to see. Good stuff. And the Kevin Haffen walking away with a big win tonight against a very tough opponent.
Got bronze? Body Bronze Tanning has state-of-the-art tanning beds and home of the 30-second spray-on tan.
Hey, you know, there can only be one when they call him the Kevin Haffen. Very, very impressive tonight, brother.
Thank you very much. It was fun.
Talk to me. Tell me what happened out there.
He's actually a pretty strong cat. I was stronger than expected, but ground and pound, second round, like I told you before.
You did too, man. Speaking of strong, you look pretty strong out there yourself. Very, very impressive, man. What's next for you?
Oh, another fight as soon as possible, always.
What about that beautiful woman of yours? You got a big fight of your life coming up pretty soon, don't you?
That's an every nighter.
I'll tell you what. She's got a ring about this big, and very impressive. Once again, I want to tell you, it's great knowing you're a great guy, man, and you did a great job tonight.
Thank you very much.
Erik Alegria came in with some bad intentions, but he couldn't quite take down Kevin Haffen.
Whoa. The Kevin Haffen.
The Kevin Haffen shows us tonight why they call him the Kevin Haffen. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Stick around. In your main event of the evening, Bill Butcher Brewer. He's one of my favorite guys. First of all, he's a very, very cool guy. Helped us bring the show down here to St. George. Did a lot to help us promote the show. Going up against the Sugar Shorts, Mike Crisman.
Sugar Shorts. He fights everybody. He's ready to fight anybody. And what better opponent than a guy we ain't seen in a long time on our show, Bill Brewer.
It's nice to have him back. It's your main event. Check it out.
What's different about this time is, you know, MMA is growing. We're ready to go. The fans, it's going to be packed house. Everybody's excited. We're excited to have the UCE here, and the team's ready.
It's not a straight edge chat. It's one of my sponsors, X-Bomb. So go online, xbomb.com, check them out for their merchandise.
What are they?
It's lip balm.
What do you need that for? Juicy lips.
The difference between this year's show, I think everyone's excited, but now you have a real legit team in Fusion MMA that has a bunch of young, tough, up-and-coming guys, and you got to look out for those guys. They're ready to go.
You know, I'm fighting a tough guy in the Butcher, Bill Brewer. You know, I like to fight the best, and I consider him one of the best, but I'm going to have to beat one of the best. So for me to be the best, I have to beat one of the best. And it is an honor to fight him, but, you know, I hope he stands with me. If he does, he's going to fall.
You know what? I'm blessed to be a part of this team here. And I train at Randy Couture's in Vegas, Sergio Pena, Hard Knocks Muay Thai, Pro Boxing. This team is legit. They're on par with all of those teams. And I think the state of Utah, all the fighters here in the state, people are going to start taking notice. From Salt Lake down in St. George, we're ready to go and make some moves.
I actually think this will be fight of the night. You know, I'm a tough guy. Bill Brewer's a tough guy. I predict me winning, of course. You know, I'm a confident fighter just like Bill. But I see me on top, you know, hopefully it ends short, but I can go all three.
You know what? No predictions from me in the fight. I'm very confident, but Sugarloaf's a tough guy. You know, he's making improvements in his game. I'm just happy to have the opportunity to fight him, and I guarantee you I'm coming in to fight him hard.
Bill Brewer and Mike Crisman are going to mix it up here, and you know, Bill said something to me outside of the cage. So, you know, I thought Crisman was going to be a little jerk. You know, I really expected him to kind of be somebody you don't like. But I've stood here and talked to the guy, and I like the guy now.
What would give him an idea such as that?
Yeah, that's what I told him. I wrote down with him. You don't know him that well. 6 foot tall, 185 is Bill Brewer, but this guy right with this guy.
Is it that, perhaps?
It could it possibly be?
When he beats someone's butt, he jumps up on the cage and curses out their mother.
5'7", 185 out of West Valley City is the Sugarloaf. He's the one, the only Sugarloaf. Trainer over at the Ultimate Combat Training Center. Giving up a little bit of size.
Oh my God, look at the stare down, Mike. I love the stare down. Sugarloaf's got this look in his eye like, after I beat you, I'm going after your family. You know what I mean?
After I put my X-Bomb on.
Yeah.
With my juicy lips, I'm going after your family.
Oh, kind of. Oh my God! I was going to say that.
That'll wake you up, put you to sleep, one or the other. And right there, you see the big left hand and the shot from Bill Brewer.
That was the kick heard around the cage. Sugarloaf could have lost a tooth on that one, Mike.
He actually connected on that one, did Bill Brewer, and now Bill finds himself in superior position. And boy, this one could end it early.
Yeah, Bill Brewer is not wasting no time as he's jockeying for position, but Sugarloaf's been here a couple times.
He did pull guard there, which kind of surprised me. Bill Brewer had a nice side mount, and he gave up his hips, and now Crisman does have him in his guard. Let's see what he can do, if he can do anything with it.
Yes, we will see. And Sugarloaf has been surprising me all week, Mike. He's been in the gym training hard.
Yeah.
He's been sparring, and believe it or not, I don't think he drank any beer before this match.
I question that. Now I got to ask you this: are those shorts of Sugarloaf's, are they dingy gray, or they're not the same color and white that Bill Brewer's got going on? We better get Sugarloaf a new bleach sponsor or something.
I think those are your shorts, Mike.
They just weren't
maybe shorts in your locker room. So you can strike standing up.
Oh, and this is a pro bout. Yeah, these guys can stand and strike. You can up kick, and you saw a little bit of that going on right there. Nice.
Oh, that was quick.
Work there by Bill Brewer, taking mount position. Now Sugar Shorts is in a little bit of trouble. Maybe that's why I call him Sugar Shorts. Brown sugar. Gray sugar.
Touche. Sugar doing a good job, though, at hanging on. He's holding on to the arm. He's got an underhook in.
You know, I'm a little surprised right now because you see Bill Brewer. He looks much larger and much stronger and much more imposing. And so far, Sugar has been able to keep the gap pretty tight here and hasn't allowed much of that right there. And when he has, nothing's landed so far.
Yeah, and you know, I got to credit a lot of that to Sugarloaf's been coming in actually about 5 in the morning working jiu-jitsu with the secret jiu-jitsu ninjas we got going on over here at the Combat Cartel, which we will be making an appearance at the aggro tournament later on this year. So we'll see how all this jiu-jitsu stuff.
If it pays off, well, I'll tell you, so far doing a pretty good job. You know, but on the same note, Bill Brewer doing a great job of being patient, not trying to force anything here. He's not trying to burn up any energy by creating any space. He's going to kind of let this thing play itself out. But right there, great job, Crisman, getting out from being mounted and half guard, man.
Yes, Brewer does have good strategy in that because time to time I forget he does have size on Sugarloaf, so he can't just kind of lay on him, you know what I mean, and wear a guy like Sugarloaf out.
Yeah, you really can. You know, hey man, we've got 3 rounds to do this. Why do we have to finish it right now? And so far, well, round number 1 looks like it's going to be in the history books. Was Sugarloaf tapping there or punching?
Oh, cool, man. That scared the heck.
That was I thought he was. It was either a super hard tap or a really wimpy punch. Fortunately for him, the referee felt it was a real wimpy punch. So we're going to see round number 2 on this one.
Daniel Castro going to try to wake him up.
Well, you know, Sugarloaf got a little bit of bloody nose under there, and I think that was from maybe some of the pressure that Bill Brewer's putting on toward the end of the round right there. But Sugar Shorts looks like he's ready to come back out here for round number 2.
Yes, he's got to be angry. He's got to be frustrated right now because if I know Sugarloaf, he wants to keep it on his feet, and he just spent the last round on his back, Mike. So he needs to come out here and make a statement on Bill Brewer's face.
Well, this is what Sugarloaf said. He says if he stands with me, he's in trouble. But look at that right there, man. Big,
my God.
2 huge leg kicks.
And that's that hurt leg, too. Oops, did I say that? Did I say that out loud?
Sugarloaf coming into this fight with a bit of a gimp knee. And just ate a couple of big ones right there on the knee right there. But, you know, hey, Bill Brewer landed some nice leg kicks, almost taking your guy down. Those are some big shots.
And word on the underground is Sugarloaf has got some shoe contract going on. And the more every foot stomp he does, he gets like $500 or something like that. I don't know. Could be a rumor. But the way Sugarloaf foot stomps, you'd swear he's getting paid for it.
You see these two kind of talking to each other out there. I don't know, whispering sweet nothings in one another.
Sugarloaf's just like, hey, is that Head and Shoulders you using?
He said, if I had hair, I'd use it too.
Ooh, man. No, Sugarloaf loves us. He knows we're playing.
Well, you know, yeah, he's like a brother, no doubt about it. I think he's fighting up in this fight, and he's fighting a kid that's better than him. He's fighting a kid that's bigger than him, and frankly, a kid he probably shouldn't be fighting. I got to take my hat off to the fact that this kid wants to fight up. He wants to challenge himself, and you know, so far, Bill Brewer hasn't been able to put him away. keeps that up, though, he could. And that's probably what Bill needs to do, a little more of that, sitting up and putting down some of that pressure on Mike Crisman's face.
Yeah, and a lot of skeptics coming into this fight just thought Brewer would annihilate Sugarloaf in the first round.
You know, he's been dominant. He's been in dominant position the entire fight, but, you know, I don't know that he expected Sugarloaf would know how to pull guard and know how to control spacing as well as he's done so far. And yeah, you know, I don't think Crisman's ever been a threat to win this fight so far, but he's done a pretty good job defensively of not allowing Bill Brewer to inflict the damage that everybody expected.
Yeah, he just seems to be doing everything right on the defensive side so far, Mike.
Well, I don't know if I agree with everything right, because if you're doing everything right defensively, you're mounting some offense, and we haven't seen a whole lot of that. But to Mike's defense, he hasn't had much opportunity to. That's a big dude on top of you. That's a big, strong guy holding you down. And how do you mount an offense when you're in that position most of the fight?
Yes.
The answer to that question is don't get there, and fight better from your feet, or maybe a little more aggressively on your feet. Maybe come out throwing some bombs, punches in bunches, as they say, and try to stop that onslaught that Bill Brewer's been able to lay on him so far.
Yes, and Bill Brewer, I don't know if it's Sugarloaf's defense or what's going on in Brewer's mind, but he really needs to start capitalizing on this positioning, because the crowd's not going to like this.
Yeah, so far it hasn't been the most exciting fight per se. You know, if you're a tactician and you're looking for, you know, small little incremental victories going on in there, yeah, you can see that. It's not super exciting for fans that want to see blood and guts, but I've enjoyed what I've seen so far, and Bill Brewer winning easily both rounds 1 and 2, in a very good position here to maybe let things fly in the third round and finish things off.
Yes, Sugarloaf needs to come out and let it fly this next round.
There's no doubt about it. If Sugarloaf wants any chance of winning, he's got to open up round 3 when we come back. Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience. If you're just joining us, you've missed rounds 1 and 2 between Bill the Butcher Brewer and Sugarloaf Mike Crisman in your main event here of what has been it's been a great night of fights. A lot of good action, a lot of very closely contested matches, but this one, not so much. You saw right there what pretty much has happened in round 1 and 2.
Yes, back in round 2, Bill Brewer threw 2 lovely leg kicks that had Sugarloaf wincing just a little bit, so maybe that caught his eye, and he's going to come out here and you know, do what's working.
Do it again. You know, if you see such a profound effect when you use that technique in the second round, why not start the third round with the same thing? And obviously it had the same effect.
Yes, and now he is once again on top. Sugarloaf wise enough to pull half guard, doesn't want him to get the full mount, obviously, but we'll see where it goes from here, because Brewer has just been on top and in control pretty much this whole fight, Mike.
You know, that's kind of been my internal criticism of Bill Brewer in this fight thus far. He's been on top, he's had position, but he hasn't sat up and tried to finish this fight. At what point do you say, okay, I want to get rid of this kid, I want to beat him now? Or do you say, look, man, I've beaten him 2 rounds already. If I just stay on top of him right here, I've got an easy win. What do you do?
Yes, and that is a good observation, Mike, because there's some people in the crowd, like, you know, for the cheap seats, for instance, that really don't know a lot what's going on right now. They don't see the positioning right now.
Oh, Sergio Pena right there, working the corner.
Celebrity in the house.
Bill Brewer, and you can see the frustration on his face. Like, Bill, are you going to finish this fight? What are you going to do?
And Sugarloaf, was them the 2 little taps again? Oh my God, and that's some good blocking by Sugarloaf's face.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Bill Brewer needed to do that a little bit earlier, and maybe now that's enough. But Sugarloaf's he's got a melon that you just cannot pop. That thing, it's got a brick on top of his head. On his
Sugarloaf
shoulder.
is a glutton for punishment, Mike. I mean,
I'm telling you, he likes punishment. There's something strange about this kid. He and I actually drove to a fight one night, and we just punched each other in the face all the way there. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
It was entertaining to us. People don't understand.
They don't, man. I tell you what, I've seen Sugarloaf take some lickings inside the cage, get out the cage,
call out the biggest dude.
Yeah, fight with the whole bar.
Yeah, we've all seen that, knucklehead.
I mean, he's arguing with bartenders, saying Jack Daniels ain't whiskey, you know.
Sugarloaf, he's one of a kind, no doubt about it. Been a staple in this show, man. I tell you, The kid fights all the time. He's been fighting for a year, and he's got 28 fights.
28 fights already.
You're fighting pretty regular if you've been fighting for less than a year.
Yes.
Oh, big slam right there. I don't know what Crisman's complaining about.
I think he's complaining.
But apparently Big Max agrees, and he's going to get them back up on their feet.
Huh. See where we go from here. These guys need to pick up the action, Mike.
Well, this is Sugarloaf's chance here, man. You got to take the shot. You got to throw the bomb. There's less than 10 seconds left. There's one way you're going to win this, and it's not that way. You know what, though? If there are moral victories, I think Mike Sugarloaf is going to feel good about the fact I won 3 rounds with a guy that people said we're going to annihilate.
You could tell Sugarloaf has been working on his half guard and, you know, just a lot of groundwork, defensive groundwork.
And you know what? There's good news, bad news kind of thing. Well, let's listen to what the judges had to say. Now, it's obvious right there, unanimous thing. The bad thing is Crisman's listening to these guys that don't have confidence with him. The good thing is he proved them wrong tonight, so great job. Skull Candy, the official headphones of the UCE. Check out their complete line of headphones and accessories at skullcandy.com.
All right, Mikey, I know you're a little tired. How you feeling, man?
You know, I'm feeling all right. You know, I'm going up once again, one of the toughest guys that you have on your show. So, you know, I feel good about myself, but I feel like you could have done a lot better.
All right, well, you know, I mean, yeah, you're fighting Bill Brewer. He's no bum. He's a truly good fighter. And you went 3 rounds with him. There are small victories in this game. Do you feel good about that?
Yeah, you know, I've been getting a lot of criticism on the internet saying I'm not that great of a fighter. You know, you can take a look at this fight. You know, Bill Brewer's no bum. So all you guys that criticize me, kiss my ass.
Wow, that was very gentlemanly of you. All right, well, don't believe or take so much heed to what's being said on the internet. It's a smack for them, and that's what they're doing, talking smack. So, hey, Mikey, it's all about the fist fight, and you came out here, did a great job tonight. Anybody want to thank?
Yeah, I got to thank all my fans, friends, family, my sponsors, xbomb.com. Go down the website, check out their product. A&A Auto Sales, if you need a pre-owned vehicle, call Abbas, he'll hook you up. And Tattoo Land, 1860 South Main Street in Salt Lake. Great ink job, they did my son on my arm. And my Combat Cartel fight team, Bill Brewer, and I was just kidding with everybody on the internet. I just like the ground.
You can't say that word on TV. All right, Mike. Thanks, you're out of here.
Are you Army strong? Find out what it takes to be a soldier in the U.S. Army at GoArmy.com.
All right, Bill Brewer. This guy, first of all, not only put on a great performance tonight, but was very instrumental in the success of this show, man. This guy was out working tirelessly, helping promote the show, and I got to personally thank you for doing that, Bill. Very impressive performance. How do you feel about the fight?
Oh, I feel good, Mike. First of all, thank you for coming down. I mean that. Sugarloaf, he came in and fought hard, and I got to give him respect. I gave him respect before the fight. He was running his mouth a little bit. That's what he does. It's fine. But he came in here tonight, and he held on, and he fought well. I'm proud of him. That was great.
You know, Bill, Bill's one of the classy guys in this game. I'm telling you, it's one of the guys that really, I enjoy doing what I do because of guys like you, Bill. It was an honor to have you in the show once again tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike. Real quick, I want to thank Lockdown Tactical Systems. They get behind me to help me out. My family and friends who made the trip. I love you guys. St. George, everybody's gone already, probably drinking. But guess what? We love you to death. And first of all, Sergio Pena, Steve Rowland's Hard Knocks Muay Thai, Aaron Reese, everybody who helped me train. I love you guys. And rest in peace, Evan Tanner.
You got some legends over there in your corner, man.
World class right here. My whole corner is world class. My family and friend are world class. And the sport's going places.
Very, very cool. Thank you so much once again, Bill.
Well, that's going to put a wrap on the first half of the St. George card here. And, you know, Bill Brewer, very dominant performance, but nobody expected Crisman to even have a chance to go the distance with Bill Brewer.
No one expected him. You're right on that one, Michael. Let me tell you something. Crisman has been in there with pretty much everybody. And, you know, even when he gets dominated, I mean, he hangs tough. He's got a lot of heart.
He definitely does have that. But next week, I'm telling you right now, the fights even get better. Wade Knight and Rusty Pearson are going to be your main event. And that one, you definitely want to tune in for it. It's the Ultimate Combat Experience. We'll see you next week.
Next message sent on Thursday. Hey, this is Adam Gibbs, also known as the King Laws. Want to know if anyone wants to fight? I just want to be able to kick some butt. I'm ready to fight. I'm 19, 5'4", ready to do anything I can to get my hands on some flesh. This is Adams, calling out. Bye. End of message. Next message.
Hey, my name is Joe Romero. I'm from Puerto Rico. I'm in Crisman. I'm a bitch. I want to fight. I want to fight with any of the sponsors, but I didn't even know how to fight. I fight 3 or 4 at a time if you want me to. They call me the crazy